just a quick one from me. I've not been putting much out recently, and that's because I've been playing a hell of a lot of this game you see here, Red Orchestra 2, Heroes of Stalingrad. Now, this game, I'm going to sum it up. This game is probably one of the best FPS games I've played online, period. It's just intense, it's got a fantastic cover system, which is the sort of main basis of the game. It's got very nice gritty realism, a very authentic World War II Eastern Front kind of atmosphere. In my opinion, it's just everything Red Orchestra 1 was, and then some. It's just a heck of a good, big improvement over the original game. I'm loving it. I'm loving the maps. I'm loving the feel. I'm loving the weapon ballistics, the bullet damage, the iron sights, the way you can zoom in on the iron sights. Everything about it. Like I say, the main element, the cover system, where you can lean into cover like Killzone, but just 10 times better than Killzone. The way you can blind fire, the way you can lean your weapon against solid surfaces to prevent recoil and weapon sway. It's just a phenomenal game, and if you're a PC gamer and you've got a half decent rig, you owe it to yourself to check this game out. You really do. I've been playing this probably for about 2-3 hours a day. Been getting home from work and I've just been straight on it, and that's rare for me. I don't usually play games to that extent. It's not perfect like anything. There are some issues with the game, I will say that. I think the first one for me is the fact that there aren't really enough tanks, or there's certainly not the sense of the tank combat you got in Red Orchestra 1. There's no epic scale maps like you had in Red Orchestra 1 with just sheer tank combat, like big Soviet IS-2s versus German Tiger tanks, stuff like that. But that's a minor thing, and the devs have said that they are bringing more DLC out soon, and that's going to include lots and lots of new vehicles. So I reckon that will come sooner or later anyway. But for me, this is probably the best World War II FPS game I've played online. It feels like Day of Defeat in many respects. Getting some nice kills here. I'm pretty good at this, by the way, I have to say that. But it feels like Day of Defeat, but it feels a lot more realistic than Day of Defeat. It feels like you've got more. The weapons have more weight to them, and this is the thing about this game I love. Every weapon feels that it's got real solid power to it, which is a feature that you just don't get enough in games nowadays. Everything just feels too kind of loose and light when you fire it. When you fire a bolt action rifle in this, it's just overwhelmingly awesome. Getting kills in this with the single shot bolt action rifles is just so satisfying, and that's really the only way I can describe it. It's just every time you get a kill. I mean, every time I get a kill in this game with a bolt action, I literally say to myself, kill, what a kill. You get that little feel for getting an epic frag, and that's really what makes this game, in my opinion. It's just that feel of getting the kill, how satisfying it is. So, like I say, it's one of my favourites. I mean, it doesn't have the scale with a game like World War II Online, which is, for those that don't know, an MMO FPS game, which is, in my opinion, a very good game, but it's quite obscure, and it's not that popular, largely because of the fact the graphics are, well, they're dated, but they were never not dated, even when the game first came out back in 2003. I think it was then. But look at this. I mean, I love the maps in this. Look at the destruction. Look at this kind of urban environment I'm in. And I mean, there's so many good maps. I mean, my favourite's probably this. There's a one called Grain Factory, and it's just this hive, looks like a 30-story building where you can literally go in any story and shoot out the window. So there's the vertical scale of the maps in this is incredible, and it's rare you get that. It's vertical scale, not just horizontal scale. You're shooting at enemies in buildings. Like, look at this, a gunfight going on across the street, and you see multiple windows, multiple stories where the enemy is shooting at me from. It's just so cool, and it just feels like the scale of it just feels so amazing. And here we go, I've got a bit of blind fire going on there. So I'm raking up the kills here, as you can see. I'm doing pretty well. This is a good German gun. One of the first real prototype assault rifle ever made. And And I mean, the other thing I really want to say about this game is the territory mode. I mean, the territory mode is really the main element of this game. I mean, one criticism I do have for the game is the new mode, which is called Countdown, isn't particularly good. But no one plays it, so who cares? I'll chase this guy down. I don't think he's noticed me chasing him. He's still not noticed me. I get this kill. Damn, he's down. There you go, bitch. Nice. Hunted him down. Took him out. And the gore in this is amazing. The blood effects, the gibbage, the bullet impact effects, everything about it is just so amazing, so adult, so mature. So, you know, it's not toned down in the slightest. This is a raw PC FPS game. You would not get this on a console. It's just too adult, too mature, and I love it. So if you've not played it, check it out. This is my current #1 FPS game. I am on the BF3 beta though, and it's awesome, but I'm going to review that properly when it's out in a couple of weeks' time. So stay tuned and keep playing FPS games.